Hey, this is Marissa, and I just climbed BellRock. I'm in Sedona, Arizona, and I really wanted to make a video while I'm here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick video about intuition and how it works. For me personally, as I was doing this hike, I was laying on a rock and just tuning in and definitely getting the strong presence of Jupiter. From what I know about astrology, that planets can rule different things, from obviously areas and arenas of our life to parts of our bodies, to all kinds of other things. And I'm getting like a really strong Jupiter influence with a little bit of Saturn and Saturn's discipline influence coming in as well for this mountain. And I just wanted to share that. Just feeling like a lot of like the expansiveness of Jupiter, and those kind of feelings of being free and freedom and, like I said, expansive. But today I'd like to talk a little bit about intuition and how our intuition works. I think it's important to know that it shows up differently for everyone, so there's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to your intuition and how it works. For instance, it took me a really long time to realize that my intuition came in the form of cartoons. So I'll literally see like cartoon images of things, and it's been really easy to miss because you just think like, oh, that's my imagination, it's showing up in the form of cartoon. I know other people see things in like black and white. Other people see things like their, movie reels, or more vivid and true to life. So don't think that, because you're not seeing something a certain way that you're not, really getting intuitive information. The cool thing about intuition is that it's basically like our own unique language. It's unique to us. So we really, over time, have to pay attention to, journal, notice when we get our intuitive hits and write them down, and we're really creating our own language that works for us about our intuition. There is no one size fits all. Someone can tell you and kind of teach you how to pay attention to your intuition, but ultimately the fine details are going to come down to you. And you'll notice like you might get feelings, right? And we all get intuition in different ways, so it's not just pictures. I'm a huge feeler, and I spent most of my life feeling things and not knowing that they weren't my feelings. And so it's taken me a long time to finally distinguish, okay, I know sometimes when I'm feeling a certain way, that it might not be my feeling. It might be me picking up on whether it's another person, whether it's like the collective, the collective consciousness. Sometimes I pick up on, all kinds of other things. Like I'll pick up like what's going on in like the cosmos, the planets. Like I'll get feelings and vibrations about things that are happening. And so like all these things come filtering in, and you just have to, like, the more you pay attention, and really journaling and writing down your experiences helps you to distinguish, the differences of what's coming in. And so that's just one example. You can feel things all kinds of different ways. We hear things. Sometimes we might get a word. You can see things. A lot of people think people who see, like clairvoyantly, see in the forefront of their mind, but like a lot of times for me, it'll be like an image in the background of my mind. So it's almost like I'm not seeing it in front of me at all, but I'm aware of it like somewhere in the background of my mind, like as a faint image playing back there. So our intuition can come in so many different ways and forms. Just what else? You might get flashes of words. You might just know something. That's the big thing, is just you're just a knowing. It's like your gut sense. People are a lot of times comfortable with saying, oh, that's my gut feeling about this. But what they're really referring to and saying is that that's your intuition. That gut feeling, that sense is your intuition. Those are your intuitive hits. And I think that's all for now. Just wanted to kind of share my experience here with you guys. It's kind of hard to see, oh, there we go, a lot of the scenery back there, but just give you guys a quick view. And that's all for now.